Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Now at 6:30 on WKYT, the latest on an officer-involved shooting in Lexington, including new details that we have uncovered about the man who was shot.
We're tracking crime alerts after a pair of Lexington burglaries at two businesses.
And we're looking outside, holding on to some temperatures going throughout the day. We'll talk all about that forecast coming up.
And also a group of Lexington high school students sure to have a Thanksgiving they will never forget. Those stories and more. Breaking news as it happens. It's coming up on WKYT This Morning. Hey there, good morning and welcome to WKYT. It's so good to have you with us. Monday, November 24th. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Welcome in. Glad it's a little bit warmer.
Yeah, and the weekend was warmer,
Yeah.
But I guess it's changing again because all that wind is whipping up, and Micah says by this afternoon we'll have a drop in temperatures. Let's check in with him now in our First Alert Weather Center. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. And we'll be seeing those winds really cranking up as we work our way through the day. Already feeling it this morning, coming in out of the south, but this afternoon they'll be coming in from the west in the northwest. That's due to that front. So it feels really, really nice to kick off our morning. Now going throughout the day, watch this. 59 this morning, but head toward the afternoon, and we're 51 degrees, maybe even some in the upper 40s. However, watch from 4 to 8 p.m. That's when that cold air rushes on in. We'll go from 51 to 39 pretty quickly as those temperatures do drop. So a few showers during the day, breezy conditions, but that's nothing compared to what we're going to be seeing as we head toward Thanksgiving, well, at least some of us. I'll go over your forecast because there's a possibility that we have some snow during your travel, and I'll show you that coming up.
Ooh, there was that word. All right, we'll check in with you in just a bit. Thank you, Micah.
This morning, we're tracking the investigation into a shooting that involved two Lexington police officers. We've learned the suspect in this has a criminal record.
A 22-year-old Joseph Kilburn was shot yesterday morning. Police say he tried to hit two officers with his truck. WKYT's Mark Barber is live in Lexington now with the new details we've uncovered in this case. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. We've learned that Joseph Kilburn, the man who is accused of trying to run down two Lexington police officers with a truck, was arrested last month in Scott County on several charges, including fleeing or evading police. According to the detention center, 22-year-old Kilburn bonded out of jail on October 31st. Not long after, there was a warrant out for his arrest for failing to appear in court, but police tell us he didn't turn up until early Sunday morning in Lexington. Investigators say officers Wesley Farley and Christopher Mason were patrolling Ironworks Pike when they believed they saw Kilburn involved in a drug deal. When the officers walked up to the two vehicles in the parking lot of Berea Christian Church, police say the driver of the car took off, but Kilburn started speeding toward the officers.
In attempts to stop the approaching vehicle and protect their lives, the officers fired shots to stop the threat. The driver of the vehicle was struck.
Police are not saying how many times the officers fired. We're told Kilburn was conscious when he was rushed to the hospital, but investigators are not releasing where he was hit or how seriously he is hurt. The 22-year-old is charged with 2 counts of wanton endangerment and 1 count of fleeing or evading police. Officers Farley and Mason are both on administrative assignment while police investigate. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you very much. Obviously still a lot to learn on that story. And a Kentucky woman is accused of being drunk while driving a bus full of students. State police arrested Holly Brown in Washington County. Investigators say an off-duty Anderson County deputy noticed the charter bus that she was driving swerving on the Bluegrass Parkway. Dozens of students from Elliott County High School were on the bus for a field trip. Brown is charged with DUI and wanton endangerment. New this morning, we're tracking 2 crime alerts after a pair of business burglaries this morning. The first happened around 4 o'clock this morning at the Complete Automotive Repair on Palumbo Drive. Police say someone smashed their way through the front door and stole hundreds of dollars from the office. And about 45 minutes later, police say someone pried open the front door of Pepe's Mexican restaurant on Eagle View Drive. The manager there says the suspect got into a register, but it was empty. Nothing was stolen in that case.
We're tracking a crime alert this morning on the EKU campus. Police are looking for a gunman after a report of an attempted armed robbery. Happened last night outside Clay Hall. Police say the suspect was wearing a black and red jacket over a hoodie. New this morning, a man is in jail after police say he was found passed out with a child. Michael Jones was arrested at a Lexington motel. Police say he was unconscious with a toddler in the room with him. WKYT's Sean Moody is live with the details in this situation. What can you tell us?
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. Police arrested Jones here at the Super 8 motel after they say they found him passed out in a room with drugs and a child in that same room. Lexington police say they were called out to help Madison County Social Services around 10:40 Friday night. Police say a woman who had the room rented let the officers in. Inside that room, police say they found Michael Jones passed out on a bed with a needle and a plastic baggie with pills inside. On the next bed, police say they found a child sleeping. They say that child was unattended and in danger of physical injury. Police have charged Jones with wanton endangerment, possession of a controlled substance, and drug paraphernalia. Live in Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Sean, thank you. The search for an interim superintendent for Fayette County Public Schools continues today with one less candidate. The school board says Carmen Coleman has withdrawn her name from consideration. She says she would rather apply for the permanent position. The board has two other candidates to consider, Marlene Helm and Ronald Sonny Fentress. They hope to fill that position before the current superintendent, Tom Shelton, steps down on December 31st. The board will go into a closed-door session after today's board meeting.
Well, football players in Jefferson County could soon be a little bit safer out on the field. Norton Healthcare offered the district a $150,000 grant to help pay for more than 200 helmets. Last month, we told you about our investigation into football helmet safety across the state. In a rating system for helmets, we learned that 5 stars means they are capable of taking a hit. Fewer stars are for less satisfactory helmets. The Courier-Journal reports the district had many 2-star helmets, but the new helmets are 4 stars. The board's expected to vote today on whether to accept the grant.
U.S. Senator Rand Paul says he wants Congress to declare war against ISIS. The senator from Kentucky says military action should be limited to 1 year and ground operations should be restricted. He's calling for conservatives to support a war declaration. The White House says current operations are covered by existing laws. Senator Paul's proposals would limit the president's control of military forces.
A Missouri grand jury is expected to reconvene today to determine whether to indict Ferguson police officer Darren Wilson in the shooting death of Michael Brown. Protesters and activists have held demonstrations ever since the shooting, demanding justice for the unarmed teen. Residents in the city have been anxiously awaiting the decision. Police have been gearing up in case tensions boil over. In western New York, people are bracing for flooding following the massive snowstorm that hit last week. Across the Buffalo region, temperatures are expected to approach 60 degrees today, melting up to 7 feet of snowfall. The local government is warning folks there to move valuables from basements and pack a bag in case evacuations are necessary. A group from Estill County is trying to save a theater that's been closed for decades.
The Mack Theater in Irvin has been closed since 1993. Right now it is only used for storage, but the River City Players wants to turn the theater into a multi-purpose arts theater. The organizers say it's a plan that would cost more than $500,000. Those trying to save the theater say it would benefit the community.
We hope to have here a community center and a venue for community events, theater, all types of performance art.
The purchase of the building will include all of the original elements of the theater, like the 2 projectors from the 1940s. Well, a group of Lexington high school students is heading off to the Big Apple.
The lucky members of the Paul Laurence Dunbar High School Marching Band is about to experience a Thanksgiving they'll never forget. Thursday morning, they will be playing in the Macy's Day Parade in New York City.
We're looking forward to it, not just for the band, but I think all the families going are looking forward to it as well. This is an event that you just don't get to do very often, not only seeing Macy's Parade, but being in it and being part of what's going on.
All right, Dunbar, no stranger to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. They performed there last in 2007, so have a good time, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. They may be marching in some snow, but they'll represent us well up there. Good deal.
Of course, Thanksgiving Day quickly approaching, and a new ranking is out showing which states This is so strange. Are most likely to have a miserable turkey day.
Yeah, positive spin on it, right? Yeah. Real estate website Estately looked at several categories, including how likely families are to get into an argument over politics and most likely to get food poisoning. Well, Kentucky ranks near the middle at number 21, but the Commonwealth came in first when asked about enthusiasm for Black Friday sales. If you're headed to Ohio for the holiday, you've been warned. People living in the Buckeye State ranked as the most likely to have a bad Thanksgiving.
Maybe have a second helping of the sweet potato stuffing, but...
Well, I guess Ohio's one of those swing states where the arguments kick up, I guess.
But maybe leave the religion and politics, you know, for another time.
Might be best. All right, 6:40 the time on WKYT this morning.
Let's check now to see how traffic is moving.
And we're going to go to Officer Don with a check on live drive traffic. Good morning, Don.
Hey, good morning. We do have a stalled car on the circle. It's near Versailles Road, but over to the right. So we should have that out of the way and not a major issue for you. Now, inbound Nicholasville Road, just past the circle. I don't know if that's a wreck or a stalled car, but there's something going on to the right as well. So be careful there for the next few minutes. As we get a quick look outside to show you Nicholasville and Waller. It's crowded out there this morning. On our Waze map, nothing significant just yet as we're watching the circle, the interstate. Man-O-War gives us a wide view of the city with our live drivers on the way in. And we can see the slowest traffic on Waze approaching the circle, trying to head down toward Waller Avenue, the shot we just looked at. That's one area. And also in the Hamburg area, it looks like traffic slowing down. But things as expected for the wet roads this morning. Just be careful. Now back to you.
All right. And Officer Don and Deanne are on 98.1 The Bull with some good music and fun this morning when you get in your car. And we have more to tell you about on WKYT on this Monday morning.
An infamous pair of football fans finally make amends after an incident at a Bengals game.
Things are looking pretty good outside. No real rain threat just yet, but that comes later on during the day, and once that passes on through, we'll talk about some gusty winds and some much cooler temperatures. I'll go over your forecast coming up.